months.
Wow.
6 months.
Luckily, we don't like.
Actually stream for real.
Yeah, like luckily this isn't. There's nothing writing on any of this.
This one's for David.
Yeah, this is for you.
Who wanted us to come? No, I don't know why we stopped streaming. It was literally me. Just I feel like when I loaded this save file, it said last played August 12th of last year.
That's literally
today is February 16th of 2020.
So 6 months and 4 days ago is the last time that we had played this.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, 6 months. Like I knew it had been a long time, but like 6 months. Since then, a lot of stuff's happened. We got engaged since the last time we played this game.
Whoop whoop. That's crazy to think about.
That's the thing that happened.
Yeah.
We got engaged since that last happened. Yeah, we're planning a wedding now.
It's super fun.
Which is funny because last time on this there was a wedding.
Oh my god!
I was like, I don't remember. I was like, where are we even in this game? And I was like, okay, we're in Bevelle. We just crashed the wedding between Yuna and Seymour, and then Yuna jumped off a building or something, and we escaped down into the Cloister of Trials, and like that's right where we're about to go.
Yeah.
So we're about to have that sweet cloister music. Is where we actually are. So.
All right.
I'm here with the controller. Jamie's co-piloting with our boy Dan Berlew.
Yeah. And then hopefully David at some point if he ends up hopping on because we have been so much better since he's been.
I just walked into this. Was I supposed to do that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so as you approach the starting point, watch the first glyph on the path carefully. When the arrow on the glyph points to the right and Titus's platform is on it, press X to turn right. Follow this path to the bottom.
I don't know what any of that means.
I don't know either.
So you're like riding this thing.
Yeah. Points to, yeah, you go right. You wanted to go right back there.
I don't know how I go right.
You press X to turn right.
Cool.
So the first glyph is going to be pointing right. Point right. Yeah.
So I just basically had to like rapidly press.
Yeah.
Things. Then what?
Take the Bevelle spear from the bottom and insert it into the pedestal. Oh.
I mean, I can't do anything other than confirm directions. So.
Oh, jeez. What the heck? I thought you said. All right, let me go back up.
I'm telling you, this is like the weirdest cloister.
Okay, this. Take it. Yes. I don't know how you got here, but take it. Take the Bevelle spear from the bottom and insert it into the pedestal.
Alright, cool. Got it. Got that sphere, though.
Push the pedestal back onto the path.
Insert the sphere.
And then ride the platform back up to the top of the maze.
Got it.
Jesus.
That's such a weird view. Like, just like, we're gonna have a real tight camera.
Back up.
Yeah, I mean, you can only go one direction here. It asks you, like, confirm
okay.
it, but there's no other direction you can go.
Okay. And then turn... Oh, are you back at the top yet?
Almost. So instead, I mean, I guess I could have just gone off the edge. Like, if you keep going straight, it just sends you off an edge.
Okay.
But it had like a turnaround point, so this will send me back to the top.
So it's gonna have you go...
So now I'm just back at the top here.
But do you see how, like, here it has two separate, like...
Let me see.
Like, it has two platforms here. You don't have platforms on the side.
It says at the next glyph, turn right. So that you said go back to the top.
That's what I said in that one.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, without seeing the picture, I couldn't tell what it was saying. It wanted me to go to the top, turn right, and then make another right. Is what it wanted me to do. Because, see, like, basically right here, then the next thing is right here. So this is when it wants me to do.
You went left.
You don't really get to choose which way you go is the only problem. It's like, it's flashing, and basically just whatever way it's going when
Oh, weird.
Because it's like you can't stop and wait for it to change, you know? Unless I can somehow hold a direction at the same time. But like I'm just pressing X when I go over it, and that's kind of like. So maybe I'll see if I can hold the direction and see if that changes anything. See how it just like alternately does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
right.
kind of just like luck based, like unless you can do something with it, I can't tell.
And then it says.
So remove the Bevel sphere and put it in this.
Put it in the pedestal. Oh, from the pedestals and put it into the slot. This activates a portion of the lower path in the maze. Push the pedestal back onto the path.
And then do what? Because it'll start me moving the second I push it on.
Okay. At the end of the top path, use the last glyph to turn 180 degrees to go back.
And then what?
Use the middle glyph to turn right. Remove the Bevel sphere from the slot and place it into the pedestal.
Okay, gotcha. So we're just basically going to the other side of where we are right now and grabbing the other sphere.
Yes. And then
yeah, see, like you don't get to choose which way it sends you. It's kind of luck based.
yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because I'm like, I was holding the other direction to see if like you could actually influence the way it goes, and you can't.
How on earth would you be able to do this without a walkthrough?
Dude, I'm telling you, this Cloister of Trials is the weirdest. Because it's like you can't even just walk around it. So like, I've just gotten lucky every time that this one's turning around, but it's like, yeah, I'm holding right on the joystick to see if it'll let me go right. Okay, maybe
you just have to press
you have to
it
like wait
while
a
it's
second.
on the,
yeah, maybe you can
when
get
you
both
want.
directions, but you just have to wait a little while. Because I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go right past it if I don't do anything.
Okay, so here you are getting.
So I'm taking another Bevel sphere.
Yep, taking the sphere, putting it on the pedestal.
I don't get like why didn't I just grab this Bevel sphere first?
I have no idea.
Or also, there's already one in the pedestal, so why don't I just use that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so now I'm going down.
Yes. So when you push it back, just ride the platform off the end to start over at the beginning.
Okay, that's what it wants me to do. It's funny the view it gives you too, as it kind of like zooms in, and then it's just like, all right, well, you're at the beginning.
At the first glyph on the top, turn right and ride down to the lower path.
I didn't get it.
Okay, I figured that's what happened.
It's just like I hit X, but it was
Yeah.
when it was at straight, so it was
Yeah.
just kind of like this whole like it being random is really
But like,
because it's not like
hit
skill
X
based.
while it's on right.
No, I understood, but it was never on right when I was going over it. Like it turned left like perfectly as I got onto, or it turned straight perfectly as I got onto it,
Okay.
and then it's like, no, fuck you. Like at no point while I was on top of it was it going right.
Okay. And then ride down to the lower path. Turn left at the intersection and go toward the end of the path.
See, like, why doesn't it just do this at everyone?
Everyone. Yeah, I don't know. And go toward the end of the path. Okay. Move past the first two glyphs and turn right at the last glyph near the edge.
Okay. Well,
Did you fall off?
yeah. This is so dumb.
Straight.
I pressed it when it was on straight. Oh, I hate this cloister.
Oh no!
The fucking
Are we
worst.
starting off real spicy?
Yes, very spicy.
Oh god.
This is so fucking stupid. It's just like, why can't they just wait? Because it's luck based. Like, whether you go over it and it's like. It's
There
like, I don't
you
know,
go.
you're,
Okay.
you're gonna hear me like smashing it. And
Yeah.
it's like, why is this the one where it's like, nah, you can choose
your
which way you
direction.
want to go on this
Yeah.
one. It's like, bro, let me choose which way I want to go at every intersection.
Okay, move past the first two glyphs and turn right at the last glyph near the edge.
Yeah. Do you see how fast that
Yeah,
one moves?
it
Like, it's
really
just,
does.
it's 100% luck based. And this, like, for some reason,
And then
it's
it,
like,
like-
you have to hit it, like, before it goes to it.
And it like sends you off real fast.
Got it.
There we go.
Yeah, see, I'm like, every time I was just
You have to, like,
smashing X. Because, like,
smash
you're
it.
only going over it for, like, half a second.
Yeah. Okay, so
Bullshit.
it says,
Cloister is
take one of the
bullshit.
Bevelle spheres from the pedestal and set it into the slot on the left. This opens the path to a slot with a purple glyph.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you definitely didn't have to do it like this. You could have, like, just stayed up and gotten, and then come down here and gotten another one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, so we've opened a path. And how do we want to continue on this path?
Push the pedestal back onto the path and ride off to the end
Okay, so no, we don't want to do anything right here, right now.
to start at the beginning of the lower path. Yeah, no, you don't want to. Okay, and then after you fall off, ride the lower path to the second to last glyph and turn right.
Alright, cool. Let's see if that's possible. Yeah, with this, like, you have to hit X, like,
Early.
yeah, like, basically when it's at 90 degrees to it, and then it'll... It's luck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, you know, it's just like, if
The
it's...
same with
I'm pressing X...
Mario Party. It is a game of luck, not
Sure.
a game of skill.
So I'm pressing X, like, as soon as I go over it. It's just whatever direction it's facing, that's the direction I'm going. This is so cool. Trial is so good.
This is so fun.
I'm so glad we came back to playing.
I know. I'm like, no. Do you think this is why? Like, do you think that in the back
Dude,
of your
okay.
head for a long time,
No,
you
I
had
didn't remember-
realized
I didn't-
this
I
was
didn't
the
remember
cloister
this
that
was
you
coming
needed?
up
Oh
at
shoot!
all.
Do I need to tell you what to do? Yes, I do.
No, it's not like a fast, immediate one.
Oh.
But like, okay, so that one I tried something different. While I wasn't on, I think I've learned something about it. You can press X before you get to the thing. Like, I think, like, as long as I'm past the previous one and before the second one, I can just press X when it's facing right, and that'll, like, lock it going right.
Oh, interesting.
Like, you don't have to wait until you're on top of it.
That's definitely what someone would assume. Run to the end of the long
Yeah,
path
so
and
this
take
will
the
be
glyph
for-
sphere, place it onto the pedestal, and get back onto the path. And then ride the lower path to the end and turn right.
Yeah.
Cross to the purple glyph and insert the glyph sphere, and the wall gives way, revealing a destruction sphere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I love how you're just running up against it until like
Exactly.
you can push
I
it.
also just feel like that's what they should have done. Is like the way you can press X and it's like, do you want to take or put a sphere in? Like, I feel like it should kind of be the same thing. I tried it that time; it did not work. I think I just got lucky the time before because I pushed it before I was even on the
Weird. Okay.
square,
Yeah.
and it worked out last time. That time it was perfect. Like right as I got onto it, it went right. All right, so now a glyph sphere in there.
In the one at the far end, yes.
But like when I press X and it, like when I'm next to the thing and I press X, and nothing happens for some reason. Like when it says take sphere or do nothing, I feel like push should just also be an option because like the running up against it is so janky. So that dissolved the wall, and now we can get a destruction sphere.
Cool. After that,
Yeah, boy. Dude, like, why is this so...
get back onto the platform and write it off the end to start over from the beginning.
Cool. And then what?
Ride the path to the second to last glyph and turn right again. Run across the long stretch and insert the destruction sphere into the slot where you got the glyph sphere. This opens a new path in the corridor next over.
Sick. Let's hope we get lucky.
Boom. Right. Shit.
Doing the best.
This is really fun.
This is the worst. This is not
This
fun.
is so much fun. It's hard to control myself with how much fun I'm having. I'm sorry. I can't not laugh. It's
you
one of
just
those. It's one of those
gotta laugh.
painful situations where you're just like, oof.
Yeah, it's like you're just like, get lucky. I wanted to go right. That one did it. Yeah, I was like, you can tell because it's just like no, like it, because you go so fast on this one, and it's just like it's like it. So depending on how it's going, it's like perfectly the distance that, or the amount of time it takes for you to cross over it. Like it's facing the wrong way, and then it's like, oh, I'm back now. The detection for those two is like so bad. It's just like, dude, if I press X anywhere near that thing, fucking just let me do it. Like I wouldn't be pressing X near it for fun. That's gonna blow that shit up.
Is it? It's just taking a really long time to.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Don't do it. Don't touch. Yeah, so it says it opens a new path the next corridor over. And then it says ride the platform back to the last glyph on the lower level and turn right.
Oh, I guess, like, yeah, even though nothing happened, like, the symbol on the ground changed.
Yeah. So, okay, so you want to go to the lower level now.
Okay.
And then turn right when you get down there.
The camera is so weird in here, too.
It is
like
so weird.
With these weird views. Because, I mean, this was back when they were still doing pre-rendered backgrounds and everything, so it's like...
Wait, I thought it... Is there no option for you to turn right?
This is the first thing that happened when I came down here. Let me see the picture. Where are we at?
This one? Wait, no. This one?
So we insert in there. Ride the path to the second to last glyph. Turn right again on a cross stretch.
That's what we did, right?
New path. Back to the last glyph.
Did I skip something?
Yes, you did. It didn't want me to go down. Well, you said like you wanted me to go right and go down. It didn't want me to go down yet. It wanted me to pick up the Bevel Sphere. So it wanted me to go to the end where we picked up the Destruction Sphere, and it wanted me to go get that.
Oh.
So it was saying like we are on the lower level.
Oh, I get it. Oh, okay.
So it wants me to go all the way to the end of here again first.
Oh, and then take the sphere back?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I don't even know what I was reading now. Now that I'm like...
Well, you read like lower level, so I think you just kind of assumed it wanted you to go down. Not that we already were on the lower level.
Oh. I see, yeah.
Yeah, so now that we don't need... We already got the Destruction Sphere, now we have an empty space in our pedestal, so... That's what it wanted. It wanted us to grab this guy.
Okay.
Sweet. Got it.
Cool.
Now what are we doing? Are we going back?
Ride the platform off the end of the lower path to start again at the beginning. At the second glyph, which you haven't used before, turn right.
Okay, yeah, we haven't gone there yet.
Mm-hmm. Push the pedestal across the platform and ride to the end where the new path lies.
Got it. Alright. Yeah, because this is where that thing popped up. It was in the one like right next to where we placed the Destruction Sphere. So now we're in the going down right on the second one, if it lets us. No. Damn!
No, at the second glyph, so this first one.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah,
okay.
so right.
Well, whatever. I didn't make it anyways. We're good. Oh, caught it just in time.
Yeah.
Drives me insane.
So push it through.
Oh, keep pushing it forward.
Yeah.
It does look super ridiculous when you're just running up against it.
Yeah.
And this is what opened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just passed through a wall there. Like, I'm
Yeah, basically, I guess. Okay. Leave the pedestal at the bottom of the stairs and ascend.
That's a chest.
Yeah. Cool. Treasure chest then disappears, revealing a floor switch. Step on it and teleport the pedestal up the stairs. Take one of the Babel spheres from the pedestal and insert it in the slot to an open path on the left.
Nice.
I don't know if that was... You understood what I said.
Yeah, just take it, put it here, and then there's gonna be a path.
Yeah, I don't think I read that properly, but you understood me, so it's fine.
I feel like you did.
Push the pedestal on the left path and ride it to the end. Here, Titus receives the Knight Lance.
Nice.
Because you can't walk on these things without the,
I mean, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, I don't know,
I love continuity.
Yeah.
Jenna Marbles always quotes this, like, TikTok that she saw that said, that's like, it's like a cake. And
Can we just take this back out now?
You don't need to. It says ride the platform across to the top of the stairs and exit to the right.
Alright, well, I want to bring it anyways because...
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, wasn't there one later that said, like, if you don't have 2 Bevel spheres here, you're going to miss out on something. And so far, at no point have we needed 2 Bevel spheres.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pushing this thing is...
You don't push it. Remember, it's stairs, so you have to, like, teleport it.
How do I just hit this?
I think if... Well, I don't know, because it doesn't say... It says ride the platform back across the top of the stairs and exit to the right. Like, it doesn't say take the pedestal with you.
Gotcha.
And then you were like, I'm just going to take the pedestal with me. And I was like, okay.
I didn't realize we were at the end.
Say.
Then what are we standing here for?
Ooh, Titus, big strong man, huh?
Yeah.
Hey!
Did his elbow pop out of? Yeah, his arm is like popping in and out of.
Dude, look, Kamari's actually helping for a change.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like, screw you, Titus, silently. Look at us, we're bros now.
What the fuck is that stuff?
Like flour. Like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a flower.
It also looks like flesh.
Yeah?
Like, it looked like muscles.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, look, Yuna's praying to Bahamut. Hell yeah, dude, Bahamut's the best one. Well, actually, I don't know, Anima's pretty good. Because, you know, like, Seymour's Aeon that he
They
summons?
join with the summoner, and together receive the Aeon. They are human souls, imprisoned in stone by ancient Yevon rites. The dead should be allowed to rest.
What?
Yeah, so you remember when we keep seeing those little kids in the beginning? Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, you cried and stuff like that.
They're dead children?
They were Faith.
They were Faith?
Yeah. They were basically, like, unsent souls that, like, construct... Because, like, you see, like, what the power of the Faith is? Like, they can basically, like, bring things into reality.
Oh, my...
Why you gotta shit on it all the time? So it's like 2003.
Bruh, that was so bad, though. Like, not even, like, a little... Like, her... Look... It's fine.
There's the last of them.
I'm just gonna get shit.
You are to stand trial.
I expect it will be a fair trial.
Of course it will.
Meaning no. No, it will
Stupid
not
Keenock. Fat man. Kick your ass.
be. Kick your ass. Are you sure?
Yeah, dude. Kick Keenock's ass.
Kick his ass.
Oh yeah, I'll kick Keenock's ass. Stupid little fat man.
Oh my. Hey, that's mean.
What?
Don't say that.
Is stupid little
The
man?
High Court of Yevon is now in
You think
session.
this is gonna go well for us?
No. It's not. Nothing
The
ever
sacred
goes
officers
well.
of this court seek nothing but absolute truth in Yevon's name. To those on trial,
I feel like
believe
it's
in
like
Yevon and speak
Toronto.
only the truth.
This is why you should really separate church and
Maester
state.
Kelk
What?
wants so.
Kelk?
Summoner Yuna, you have sworn to protect the people of Yevon. True?
Yes,
Then consider. You have inflicted dire injury upon Maester Seymour Guado.
Did we, though?
Conspired with the Albed and joined in their insurrection.
Did we though?
These are traitorous and unforgivable crimes that disturb the order of Yevon.
It's one of those things where, like,
Do they though?
Tell this
you
court
perceive it
what
the way you
possessed
want to
you
perceive
to
it.
participate in such violence.
Your Grace. The real traitor is Maester Seymour.
Bet it's Maester Seymour.
There he is!
Ahoy!
His own hands.
I love how it said
What
we
is
had
this?
viewers until you showed up in the chat.
Yeah, now it's saying 0 viewers.
Hadn't you heard?
So interesting.
What's going on?
Not only that, Maester Seymour is already dead.
It is a summoner's sacred duty to send the souls of the departed to the far plane. Yuna was only doing her job as a summoner.
Grand Maester Micah, please send Seymour now.
Send the unsent to where they belong?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it, Micah?
Yes,
Yeah, sweet trial part.
Maester?
Send the dead?
I'm also dead, lols. We're all a bunch of unsent assholes.
You would have to send me too.
Wait, what?
Grand
I'm with
Maester
you,
Micah,
Waka.
What?
death is invaluable to Spira.
Wait, so basically all these people are
Enlightened
dead?
rule by the dead is preferable to the misguided failures of the living.
Are you serious?
Life is but a passing dream, but the death that follows is eternal.
Men die, beasts die, trees die, even continents perish. Only the power of death truly commands in spirit.
Uh-oh, we're all
Resistance
crazy.
power is futile.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
What of sin? I am a summoner, my lord, like my father before me. I am on a pilgrimage to stop the death that sin brings. Are you telling me that too is futile?
That's so weird. Like, I don't
Grand
say
Maester
futile that
Micah.
way. I say futile.
I am
Yeah.
not alone.
Do you say futile?
All
I
the
think you
people
said either
who
way.
have opposed sin, their battles, their sacrifices, were they all in vain?
Boy, I like how she isn't even speaking
Yeah.
for that part.
Well, you know, the localization and stuff is matching up.
No matter how many summoners give their lives, sin cannot be truly defeated. The rebirth cannot be stopped.
But when you
Yet
think
the
about,
courage of
because they
those
can
who
die and
fight
not be sent,
gives
they're pretty
the
much just
people
immortal.
hope. There
Right.
is nothing futile in the life and death of a summoner.
Never futile, but never ending.
Isn't Aron also unsent?
Yeah, Siren's also.
Indeed, that is the essence of the heaven.
Because that's
But
what,
basically, it's these people who are running, who are like
I do
unable
feel-
to like release their power, their like grip on their positions.
Continent, summoner.
can't be right.
Those who question these truths, they are traitors.
Lord Micah!
Oh. Good noises, Titus.
I want out now!
Was that his, like, yell in desperation?
You waste your breath.
Nice. You can probably jump out. Like,
I know, right?
you could, like,
Zark.
flip sideways and just hop out and you would be fine.
Bunch of assholes, these priests of Yevon. But I mean, that's kind of the deal,
What
right?
the
It's
hell,
like,
man? So everyone is corrupt. Literally, no one is on your
Yes.
side.
Oh,
no
dude,
one's
everyone
helping
in this game
you.
sucks, man. I mean, yeah, better chill.
And Titus, like,
Everything in
doesn't even know who he is, so
seems to revolve around
he's
people
like, who am I?
dying.
The spiral of death.
Huh?
Summoners challenge the bringer of death, sin, and die doing so. Guardians give their lives to protect their summoner. The
Who
faith
dies
of the
anyways.
souls of the dead.
Yeah.
Even the maesters of Yevon are unsent. Spira is full of death. Only sin is reborn. And then
Oh my
only
god,
to bring
Titus
more
isn't...
death.
It wasn't time travel, he died.
Spiraling endlessly.
Not quite. He did not die.
But everyone else is dead. Everyone else is already dead.
That would be that's a good theory though, that like
Your sentence
Titus
has
is
been
dead.
decided.
yeah.
Everyone is dead.
Everyone's dead.
Sentence?
This is just
Don't you mean execution?
people living in hell.
Really now.
Or purgatory, or
what person
whatever
would
you wanna call
execute a dear friend?
Yeah, come on, Kinox's your homie.
You would.
Should I do a really awkward, like, while it's silent, like...
T-sip? No. Ew, no. Ugh. Gross.
Looks like you're next.
Yeah, that's not some ASMR
Next
for
for
you.
what?
No.
Die.
Hop into this pool.
Swim for
We're
eternity.
gonna get some sick music though.
Where's everybody else?
I really like the Via Purifico
Floating
or
down
whatever it's
there.
called.
I love how
Somewhere,
he's, like,
maybe.
screaming from underneath the water.
I mean, they can do that. And Blitzball, they just hang out underwater. That's what people do in this world.
Excuse the burps.
Sick, bro.
I don't even realize I do them, which is really bad when you're on stream. Not everybody's into burp noises, you know?
This part of the game kind of sucks though.
What's our sentence?
Well, just there's a part where you play as Yuna for a while.
Ugh, well, that's a lame way to kill someone.
Where's Uni?
I don't know.
Uni.
Wonder if we
So
should
basically,
wait
you have
for
to
her.
play as like just Yuna for a while. Want to pass me the old
Let's wait at
Dan
the exit.
Berlu guide?
If
And
there
Dan
is an
Berlu
exit.
Guide? A Berlu Guide could be his entire last name for all I know.
Yeah.
Berlu Guide.
How fares the Ranso Maester?
It seems my father's murder troubles him.
They're all a bunch of crazy people.
Ever the Ranso. Hard-headed, hardly usable.
However,
Jesus, I hate them all.
the summoner Yuna, daughter to High Summoner Braska, she may be of some use to us alive.
Why,
She
what's the
has
difference?
Disturbed the order of Yevon. She cannot be allowed to live.
I understand.
Let it go, Seymour. No one thrown into the Via Purifico has ever survived.
Yet there is
Sweet
always a
dead
small
parties,
chance that
like where they
might.
can do a bunch of like weird stuff
These
because
guards
they're all
at the
dead.
exit kill any who emerge.
Whoa.
Sir, leave that to me.
Oh, first your father, now your bride.
Allow me to do this because she is my bride.
Let me murder her
Wait,
because she's
I
my
will go
bride.
too.
You do not trust me?
Would you trust a man who murdered his father?
Very well. As you wish.
I don't like any of them.
Well, yeah, they're the bad guys.
They're all bad dudes.
Duh. So yeah, now we're Yuna. But the Via Purifico music is sick.
Nice. That's one thing that Final Fantasy does well.
Yeah.
It is music.
So basically, we're like moving through here and finding the rest of the party. So it says after Yuna receives Bahamut, we're sentenced to the Way of Purification. Controlling Yuna, move east out of the starting chamber, follow the corridor. 3 of your party members are in there. Yeah, it's saying avoid using the teleport pads.
You don't actually have to find them. You can just go to the end and it'll be the same outcome.
Well, that's pretty sick. I mean, there's some items in here, though.
Yeah, you probably want to get the items. Why? I love how it's like, no, you can't play Blitzball right now.
Yeah, cool, because we don't have them in our party.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, the people who know how to play Blitzball are not present, so you can't play right now.
Well, always like it's a funny concept, right? Are you saying like at any save sphere we can just like teleport out and play some Blitz?
Yep, seems like it. I think that there's like, this game is, oh, pardon me. Oh my gosh. I think this game is so odd in that like,
yeah, I'll just wander in here because
it kind of, I don't know, like, it kind of doesn't teach you how to play it, you know? Like, the game doesn't, like, teach you how to solve any of these puzzles.
it's just kind of like go.
It's
have
just
fun.
like, go and do the puzzles, and hopefully you can complete them.
Oops. Yeah, I don't want that.
Can you flee?
I don't know what we're supposed to do. To summon and fight them, I believe. Yeah, it's like help. Summon an Aeon. Oh yeah, summon Bahamut. It's another one of those things where it's like not pronounced Bahamut. It's like supposed to be pronounced like Bahamut.
Yeah.
But Bahamut sounds really stupid, and Bahamut sounds cool. And look how cool he looks.
Yeah, you think that those two names sound so different from each other that one is cool and one isn't?
Bahamut sounds silly. Bahamut sounds like a cool dragon dude.
Got it. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. She's like, destroy them, please.
Right. What is impulse? I don't know what that is.
Damages all enemies.
That makes me go lower in the turn order. These guys are weak to lightning. I'm just gonna black magic them. Everyone's weak to lightning down here. They're all watery peeps.
Overkill, bud.
That's one of those things, like I told you, like you have to fight all your Aeons at the end.
Yeah, so you don't want to use them
like,
too much.
So I never, yeah, because I played it with Brian and he was always like, yeah, since you have to fight all your Aeons at the end, I've just never used mine ever because it just makes them harder to beat at the end if you've leveled them up. Let's see where this takes me. Where does this go? Nowhere, apparently. Oh, oops. Now that does take me somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Orin.
Sweet.
There must be an exit somewhere. We search.
That's funny. I gotta tell Brian he's dumb and wrong. Wait, is that not the case that it doesn't make you... is that you don't have to fight, because I'm like, well, I know you have to fight them at the end, but it doesn't make that fight harder. I mean, also, like, his other reason for it that he told me is he was just like, Aeons just, like, are always kind of overkill and you don't really need them.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I was always just like, yeah, like, summons in games often do feel like overkill. Like, it's almost just like a panic button or something, like, oh, I'll summon if I, like, get into trouble. But then if you kind of just play smart, you never really need them. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, so it just goes until you win?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
But also, yeah, it's still, like, I kind of, like, don't really consider that, like, a spoiler that you have to, like, fight your Aeons. Because, like, the reason you I'm not telling you, like, the reason you have to fight your Aeons. And, like, the reason you fight your Aeons is, like, I would say is a spoiler. There's a Mega Potion in Kimahri.
Don't spoil anything for me!
I just remember, like, the only other time that I actually... Oh, it turned me around. What the heck? It was one of those things where, like, the camera angle changes and then...
Orin's here now, so now you can...
Heck, yeah. I'm gonna attack this guy. Let's see.
With Yuna? Protection against
like,
water.
But, like, by the end of the game, I had, like, the only other time I actually, like, played the game all the way through was, like, I had, Yuna's ultimate weapon. And her ultimate weapon, and, like, I ended up, like, getting her to the point where, like, she got into Lulu's sphere. And basically she just, like, got... Oh, no, I don't need Kira. She just got, like, really strong. Like, I ended up, like, using Yuna a lot as, like, a black mage, because she would just, like, double cast Flare for 2 MP. And it was great.
Yeah.
Take that. Oh, these guys are all the really fast ones where I need, like, Tidus to beat them. Lame. Anyways, yeah, I realized we're getting, like, we are getting, like, really close to the end of this game, though. Like, we stopped and...
At a very close
Yeah,
to the end point.
and there's not, like, I mean, not, like, super, super close, but, like, we're in the last, like, quarter of the game, I think. There's a lot of cool fights here later in the game. Oh, I forgot it's Blizzard. These guys are weak too. Whatever, I don't care. Still took them out. I completely wasn't paying attention earlier when I was like, oh, it's Blizzard.
Nice.
Yeah. All good. But yeah, I mean, you kind of do want Yuna to catch up, because, like, we didn't have her for a little while and we, like, leveled up, so and yeah, like, I definitely want to do some side quests because I want to get, like, the other Aeons. Like, I want to get, like, Yojimbo, because Yojimbo is the best. Yojimbo's my favorite Aeon, so I want to get, like, the rest of the Aeons, like, because this is the last, like, mandatory Aeon you have to get on Yuna's Pilgrimage, but you can get Yojimbo, who's, like, the cool samurai one.
Right.
You can get the Magus sisters, which are, like, weird little bug girls. And then you can get Anima, which is Seymour's Aeon. And they're all really good.
Oh no, I'm feeling nappy.
It's because this music is, like, the most relaxing music ever.
I know.
Like, it's funny that it's like no one ever makes it out of the Via Purifico alive, and it's like it's just like a pleasant little, like, water chamber with really nice, relaxing music.
Got that good piano going on.
Yeah, like, this is definitely one of my favorite songs on this soundtrack. I don't know why, but that's so confusing and, like, messes with my head when the camera
Camera
changes.
moves?
Yeah.
We'll just keep going straight. Like,
Yeah,
there's
no,
no other
I
paths.
I got it now, but hey, Kamari.
Yuna, sorry we left you alone.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of my fault. Like, I ran off
You're like an idiot.
without anyone. Cool, now I got my boy Kamari back.
Kimari! Which is so funny that his name is Kimari Ronzo, which is basically just like
Like,
my
Finn the
name and my
Human.
yeah, like my last name is my species.
Armor of light.
What'd you get for lunch,
all
David?
Physical might.
He messaged me on Instagram saying like, "Oh snap! I'm gonna get lunch and then I'll watch."
Oh, nice. I love my Kamari now. Is it thunder on this guy?
Because
That's
he's
why.
strong boy.
Yeah, dude, he's so great now.
Strong boy.
Some dope carne asada fries.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, it's like we ate. When did we eat?
I mean, right around noon,
Yeah.
but we kind of basically had breakfast, just had some bacon and eggs.
Yeah, like I'm already hungry
Hungry and
for like a
nappy.
full meal. Yeah, I'm like hungry, I'm sleepy, I'm
A box of meat.
a
That's
6
the-
prize.
That's the good
That's funny.
stuff.
We tried this place yesterday that was a Cinco
Taco Bar.
Taco Bar, and it was really good.
It's just like, so it's like it's a taco place, but it just doesn't immediately seem like it would be like the most authentic taco place because of the fact that
It looks super trendy inside.
yeah, like it doesn't look like the kind of place that's like an authentic taco shop. But
Yeah, because like
it definitely
as
was.
two people who have grown up in Southern California, like there's a
like-
very particular
like this is what taco shops
yeah,
look
like authentic taco shops like have a specific look to them, and you kind of just get used to that, you know? And so you're kind of like, okay, I can tell the difference between like, you know, Mexican food that's like maybe a little bit more on the trendy side, like Chipotle.
Oh, oops, how do I get into there? There's chest in there.
I don't know. You're the one with the walkthrough.
There's definitely good Mexican food up here.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that like I think the biggest thing is just they're fewer and far between, you know? Like it's not like you can
And I wouldn't even say, I don't even know if like that's necessarily the case. Like I feel like I didn't know something, maybe like not within,
okay, San Leandro
within the
is
cities, but
okay.
yeah, like definitely like in San Leandro, like we have a lot of Mexican food options.
Yeah, San Leandro's okay. Because San Leandro just has good food. Like we got really lucky that this town has like a bunch of really good food in it. Like we always joke that like it's not worth going to if it's not within a mile of the apartment, because we have so many good like food places and like just like amenities within a mile of this place, that it's like, you know, like what's the point of going more than a mile away? We have so many great things nearby. But I feel like in this city, there's definitely like good taquerias around, but it's like every
Well, because then like Brandon tried
They're
like another
not-
place that was near here, and his food was good.
yeah. So it's like, you know, like I said, like in SF, like in the city, it's kind of like it's kind of hard to find super good ones, especially in the financial district. Like, the financial district is kind of like void of like authentic Mexican food.
I love the noise
but
of
there-
her hitting the flan.
But there is this one place on like 2nd Street called Unos Dos Tacos, and they're pretty good, but they're extremely expensive, and they're a very trendy spot. So it's kind of like Mexican food is,
Yeah, like get outside of the city and there's still like a lot of like
yeah,
neighborhood
it's
taco
just
shop
more
places.
like, it's not as frequent, obviously.
And it just tends to be more expensive because everything's more expensive.
Yeah. Like, the taco shop that's, like, right next to, like, my parents' house is, oh my god, I love how Lulu is standing in a dark corner. Like,
Yeah, hiding.
yeah, like, matching the background. Yeah. Like, the Mexican food place, Mr. Taco, that's like right next to where my parents live. It's just, you can't get a burrito. You can't get a burrito like that for $6 up here. It's just not possible.
Yeah. That's totally true. Like the way they aren't looking for you at all. Like they're not like wandering around.
Oh yeah, they're just standing in these static spots.
And like she was hiding like in a corner. And she wasn't even like, oh, I'm out in the open. Like she was like, no, I'm like down just a little dead end corridor. Yeah, I definitely think we still have enough good Mexican food up here, which is great. And it's like that's one of those things. Like as I'm like, oh, we want to continue like going north and go to Washington. It's like I definitely think that
get further and further away from
because of the
good
border,
Mexican
and you get
food. Yeah, we'll just really appreciate it, or we'll have to just learn how to make dank ass Mexican food at home.
yeah. I don't
Which
know
we
if
can
San
do,
Francisco.
I mean,
San Francisco has a lot of varieties of Asian food because the Bay Area was just a large port for Asian immigration.
Yeah.
Historically, so that there's like a lot of various Asian cuisine around the Bay Area for sure. I think.
Yeah, Japanese and Chinese food are very popular in SF, just because there's a lot of, and they're only popular because there's so many. You know, like it's one of those things where like if there's a lot of availability, there's a lot of options, there's a lot of opportunities for that type of food to get more popular. There's a bunch of ramen shops in SF now, which I greatly appreciate because I am a huge fan of ramen.
I'm looking up how it says to get into the chest room. So it says so actually we did do this. It says where the black magic sphere is. There's a floor glyph. When you step on it, it teleports you and it moves you to a location to the west. Then it says go back to the save sphere where Arn is located. Head west again. When you reach the chamber where the gate bars your path, stand by the teleport pad. When the glyph arrow points toward the room, step on the pad. Is it this pad? No, because this is what you teleport to.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something right down the floor? No. I'm always like, I'm missing out bed primers because I never see them. So I'm supposed to be leveling up Yuna right now.
Yeah, like this is
And then, like,
specifically an area designed for you
to help
level
you level
her
her
up.
back up, yeah.
Have her match up the party.
Now talking about the food though is making me hungry.
I know I'm hungry. It's like getting worse. Something we don't do though, because of the proximity of everything here, it's like DoorDash.
Yeah, and
it's
also
like hard to justify.
our apartment has a gate, and the gate does not have a gate code. So it's not like most things. It has the ability. It's just like, oh, just, you know, you can give them your gate code and they can get in. Like, ours doesn't have a gate code. They give everyone in our apartment complex these little, like, garage door opener remotes, and that's what you use to get in. So essentially, like, if you wanted to DoorDash food, you'd have to go out to the street to get it. And since we live in the back building, I'm like, man, if I have to go out now, I might as well just go get food. Like, even just like walking out of our apartment building, walking through the parking lot and going to the street, I'm like, well, now I'm out of my apartment. I might as well just quickly drive and go get food.
Would you be... Now I want ramen really bad because I talked about it.
Well, if we're going to Dublin area, maybe we can try ramen around there.
Well, are we going to be able to make it to Dublin and back?
Oh, I keep forgetting you have yoga tonight.
Yeah, I have yoga at like 7. I've already committed to us not going to Dublin now.
Oh.
Now that we're streaming, I'm like, there's no way. We can't do both.
I keep forgetting you have yoga. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Because I'm like, yeah, we'll just go after this and like we'll get dinner out there. And dude, Aaron just hit for like 4,500. Good for Aaron.
Good for you, bud. You ain't even alive. Yeah, so we're not doing that.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah. Sorry. Gotta go have my yogurt.
Have your yogurt.
Honestly, my life has been so much better since I started going to yoga.
I need to like follow the instructions because I something I do is like when I'm in the real world, like if someone says west or east, like I feel like I can easily figure that out. I'm like, oh yeah, sunset's there, sunrise there. I know north, south, east, and west. For some reason, in like a video game, like when they use directions like east and west, to me west just means right. And I don't know why my brain thinks that, because depending on which way you're facing, it's definitely not right. And it's like, but anyways, yeah. So it says to get to the treasure chest in the locked room, move north from the first save sphere and take your first right turn. A black magic sphere is in the right side of the chamber. And so I got that black magic sphere.
Okay.
It says the floor glyph should now be active when you step on it. The teleport pad outside is moved to a new location to the west. Then it says go back to the save sphere where you located Aaron and head west again. When you reach the chamber where the gate bars your path, stand by the teleport pad.
David says I think it means map west. Which,
yeah.
like, is that... When you open up the map, is there a...
I feel like...
Does it show you a compass? Like, does it show you?
I don't know if I didn't say it. I feel like it's saying there, once I activate one of the teleport pads, a teleport pad will appear, like, right here where Yuna's standing now. So I think I just haven't stepped on that teleport pad yet.
Oh.
Oops.
That's gonna take you to the right, then,
It didn't take me anywhere.
Yeah, why?
So this is still up. I'm just gonna Screw. I'm just gonna go back to the beginning and follow the instructions exactly. The problem is he doesn't really tell you where it is. He just says it goes somewhere, and I'm like, okay, where? I need to find it because you're like, now just go over here and it should be there. And I'm like, well,
Just
it's not.
go this way. And it's like,
And I'm
what?
pretty sure I did do it, so it's like.
The flan is so weird, man.
Yeah.
Well, because, like,
It's a very classic Final Fantasy enemy. Like they all
is it a
have
fire
flan.
breather?
No, their flans are just elemental, so they can be whatever element. So that one was specifically a different. That one's specifically a water flan.
Water? Because, like, it looks like... Because the way it's designed is that there's, like, an inner texture.
Yeah,
Like,
it
there's, like...
has like a weird throat thing.
like a
going on.
flesh sac that is its throat,
Yes.
and it looks like it like breathes fire. They remind you of gushers. Ew. Now, well, Cole's ruined that word for me because now you've called dumplings meat gushers
Yeah.
for like several times now, to the point
'Cause
where
I
like
love meat.
now
We
when
both
I
love
think
meat.
of gushers, I think of meat gushers, and so now I no longer think of like
Which is like delicious.
no, God, that makes it sound so nasty.
Because like gushers are tasty, you know. Like
We should go get dumplings. Should I go to yoga? I can't cancel. I'm gonna have to pay for it if I don't go, so I have to go. Oh, but I want dumplings. But I can't eat a bunch of dumps right before yoga. Actually, this class tonight is a yin yoga class, so I would just sit in poses for a really long time, but I'd be really uncomfortable. Probably not a good idea.
do they? And there are some good
do wanna go to
dumpling
dumplings.
places like up here. There's a really good dumpling place in San Francisco we went to, just called, what was it just called? Mr.
Dumpling time.
Just dumpling time.
Mister?
Yeah. Well, no, we went to Mr. Bing's dumpling.
Oh, that was over
Also,
here, yeah.
over here. I've never seen a big bag of gushers.
7-Eleven! I love 7-Eleven. Cole always jokes that like 7-Eleven is a prerequisite for us moving somewhere. Like there has to
But
be
you don't even
a
go to
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. We have a 7-Eleven really close to us here too, because Jamie always used to go to 7-Eleven around from our parents' place, and we have a 7-Eleven near us here, but you never go to it.
Yeah, it's not the same.
The same as your friendly neighborhood 7-Eleven.
Right.
See, this one doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know why some of them do stuff and some of them don't. You're just going whatever which way you want now, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to get back to the beginning to follow the instructions for that room exactly as he says it in the guidebook, because I can't figure out what he actually means.
Got it.
So I'm trying to like follow it word for word.
Failure is not an option.
Ooh, it's weird how their eye gets like really dilated.
It's a good time to build up overdrives anyways. Yeah, so I'm almost back to the beginning now. Okay.
Oh, now I really want
So from the beginning it
a
says
slushy. David, this is your fault. I'm
it's
blaming you.
it says move north from the first save sphere and take the first right turn, which is this way. No wait, forward more. Which is this way. And it says there's a black magic sphere in the chamber and a floor glyph that should now be active. When you step on it, the teleport pad outside is moved to a new location. So I need a step on that
Okay.
first and foremost.
David said, so dumplings, gushers, and slushies. Make it happen.
Yep, that's the dinner, man. That's,
Dinner of champions.
that's the meal to go for here.
I do really want to go get candy and slushies from 7-Eleven now, though. It was so funny. I had someone tell me one time that I was like, because they were like learning how to cook stuff, and I was like, yo, I'll be your guinea pig. And they said, they were like saying how like, oh, they know this like really good recipe for stir fry, and then how they were learning how to make apple pie, and I was like, oh, stir fry and apple pie for dessert. And he was like, ew. He was like, what? Ew, no, those are two different flavors. Like, why would you have stir fry for dinner and apple pie for dessert? And I was like, why not? And it was like absurd to him that he couldn't have dessert like in the same like genre as the food he ate for dinner. And I was like, I don't know. I eat Cherry Garcia or Chunky Monkey ice cream no matter what I have for dinner, so
I mean,
I don't know.
I think that certain food combinations are definitely weird, but if it's dessert, it's kind of cool. It doesn't matter. Like, it's separate. You know, you can have it like a half hour later, you know, after a little palate cleanser.
Yeah. Especially if you make it from home.
Alright, so I gotta step on this. See, it doesn't take me anywhere, though. That's what I'm confused about, is this doesn't take me anywhere. It says, after I get the black magic sphere on the right side of the chamber, and the floor glyph should now be active when you step on it, the teleport pad outside is moved to a new location. And it's like, what teleport pad outside? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is it referring to this one here? This one also doesn't do anything. Yeah, because like this one doesn't do anything. And it just basically says after I step on it, it says the teleport pad outside is moved to a location. Then it says go back towards the save sphere where you located Arn, which is the one above us here. Oh, okay. Alright, teleport pad. So much running around in here. So we came all the way over here for nothing. I wish I had Titus so I could just flee easily. I'm getting tired of fighting these things. Yeah, I am. It's just kind of weird how he voices, or how he, how the guidebook explains this one, because it kind of just doesn't. And it shows 3 pictures, and it shows one of you stepping on the lit up teleportation sphere right next to the picture, and I'm like, okay, got it. And I think I did step on that one already, and then it just shows Yuna about to step on one, basically kind of just outside the locked door, kind of at the intersection of the corridors, where when I was saying like this is where it shows it should be one, and then it shows Yuna like in the room picking up the treasure chests. Yeah, I know, you can just like walk through this place, but I mean, 10,000 gil, a lucid ring, and a skill sphere. I mean, that's cool.
Always in it for the items.
Yeah, man.
You mean?
What do I want to do? Yeah, I'll try one more thing, and if not, I'll skip this, because I'm getting tired of being down here.
Yeah, there's a couple good dumpling places nearby, so, yeah.
Now you're wanting...
I'm legitimately hungry. Like, it's so weird.
Now you're really wanting some dumplings?
I want some dumps!
Some hot dumps, some steamy dumps, some meat gushers.
God.
I don't know why that's good, because, like, literally I'm like, that sounds so appetizing to me, because, like, gushers, like... Juicy meat is delicious. You're like, oh yeah, like I want my meat to be juicy, and the idea that you've got like juicy meat gushers, like that just sounds so appetizing to me.
That does not sound appetizing. That is not a phrase that. No, it's not a phrase that where appetizing comes to mind.
Steamy dumps. Yeah.
Steamy dumps.
Well, because I can't even take credit for that. Like, I got that kind of joke from Game Grumps is because Danny mentions, like, his bandmate Brian wanted to open a dumpling place called Ninja Brian's Hot Dumps. And that cracked me up. I was just like, hell yeah, I'd eat at Ninja Brian's Hot Dumps.
It's cool. We just asked for permission and open it on behalf of the Grumps, you know? Well, not the Grumps Ninja Sex, but good old NSP. Do you think I would get copyright strikes if I played NSP's music as the background music for my stream?
I mean, I don't know how Twitch's stuff works. Like how they, like, keep track of that kind of stuff. Because I know they've cracked down a lot on streams, but I'm sure you probably have to be, like, even a slightly bigger streamer for anyone to notice anyways.
Oh yeah, like there was this streamer I was watching the other day, and she plays old school RuneScape, and she was playing, like, she was just playing random stuff from her Spotify, and, like, there was no, you know, there's no filter on what she was able to play. So... Oh yeah, David, you would probably know. Oh. You stream movies? How do you do that? Oh, is that part of that, like, Twitch launched, like, a film club buddy thing.
I saw them talking about something that was going to allow you to, like, co-stream stuff via, like, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Like other people, but I don't know.
Yeah, is that the same thing that you're talking about, David? If it's just in a corner, not the main focus of the stream, you can do it. Oh, interesting. So it's like your face with, like, the...
And, like, I've told you, like, how, like, they crack down on stuff,
if you're
but,
not,
like,
a partner or an affiliate, it's
but, like,
not the same.
Dills, like, I mean, well, Dills is, like, partnered, and he's still... Yeah, because there's supposed to be a pad right here.
And there just isn't?
Then there just isn't. It says after I step on that one, so I'm like, I'm just looking around to see if there's any... I'm just getting so sick of these encounters.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if it works the same with just chatting. That's true. The only time Twitch ever does anything is it mutes it in the VOD.
Yeah.
Like, it mutes your audio. I should know this. I work there. This is what
I think it's funny.
I'm not required to know the entire terms of service. So.
Yeah. I think it's funny that for some reason through this place, I feel like all the enemies exclusively attack Kamari, or at least like 4 out of 5 times attacking Kamari.
Excuse me.
Because this one doesn't have...
Yeah, it'd probably be nice to play some NSP in the background of a stream. Because I do want to get back to streaming stuff. I've been missing it. It's just kind of like, I'm in a... Oh, hello.
I've already been in here. I got the chest already.
I just never noticed that That popcorn. So these guys give me the creepy vibes.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Especially when their eyes move all weird and shit. Nope, not into that at all. But also, I like that they have limbs. That definitely makes them... They have, like, tails and limbs, which makes them less scary. Which is so weird, because I am not bothered by Mike Wazowski in Monsters, Inc. at all. But, like, weird flying, bobbing, spherical things, like, not a fan of those kinds of creatures. Maybe it's just that he can walk. Then I'm not bothered by it. I don't know.
Alright, I can't do it anymore. Fuck these items. I went through every chamber and it's just not looking like the picture. Like, there's no...
Weird.
Yeah.
Alright, well, do you know how to get out? Like, do you know how to leave here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well
It's literally just go forward. Like, where Auron was, I could have just walked through and continued, like, the second I found Auron. I didn't have to do anything else.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, at least you know. At least you know how to get yourself out of this situation.
Yeah, I just really wanted those items, but... I did go down for a second. I didn't see any pad right behind a gate. There's like a pad in the middle of that room, and if Yuna steps on it, she like waits for a little while and then just gets off. It's kind of weird.
Weird.
Like... So I've stepped on every pad and nothing's done anything. It's like this pad, nothing happens. This pad, nothing happens. And same thing. And this is the one that's supposed to do something, he said. Like, it's lit up. And once I step on it, it's supposed to trigger, according to the guidebook, the change. Pain in my ass, man. Interesting. Maybe that's what I didn't do.
There's a glyph on a wall somewhere.
Oh yeah, then it says, and activate the glyph in the rubble.
Which is the thing that I was like, oh, look at that.
So is that what I didn't do?
You did not activate the glyph in the rubble. I don't believe you did.
Jesus.
Go back!
Alright, I'll go back. That's the way to do it. Scrub through someone else's playthrough. Oh good, another ambush! Excellent! I feel like I'm getting like no experience from these
Cole's
fights
getting
anyways.
so spicy. This is our first episode
Oh,
back,
I'm
and he's
so
like, I
spicy.
don't want to do
Wait a
this.
minute, didn't I just heal? How come Kamari is like... Whatever. I'm not so spicy. Dang, yeah, like, Kamari's actually doing... I don't know if maybe that one just has higher defense, but I was like, Kamari's actually doing... Oh, I was just kind of hitting melee. Maybe doing slightly more damage than, than Lulu now. Alright, let's go. Getting ready to be out of here. Jamie's not even paying attention anymore. I thought she was bored.
I'm bored. I'm hungry. I
Jamie's-
need dumplings and slushies and gushers.
Jamie is the worst co-streamer.
I'm the worst co-streamer.
She gets
guaranteed.
bored like halfway through and just starts looking at her phone.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I've been outed.
This is true, man.
I'm sorry, this game is sometimes extremely hard to just sit through because nothing is happening.
Oh yeah.
Like this
definitely
is
going
what
to
is
grind
happening
your
right now.
parts.
Literally nothing. You're like, I don't know where to go, and then it's like, you're like, I want to get all the cool items, and like the game doesn't even make it fun to get cool things. It's just like, oh,
I mean-
suffer for 30 minutes trying to figure this thing out, even with a guidebook.
Yeah, that's very like...
Very Final Fantasy.
No, it's just very RPG gameplay. It's just like, nah, this is the grinding section of the game. Like, nothing's really happening. You're kind of just going and fighting stuff.
Well, like, there's part of RPGs that I really enjoy. Like, I really like grinding on some RPGs, but also, like, when I'm grinding at an RPG, you fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, like this stuff is not, like, peak entertainment.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm, like, already feeling hungry and tired, it is hard for me to pull through. So I apologize for being a bad co-streamer.
Well, hopefully now we'll just activate this dang glyph. In the beginning, it's nice to you. So when you're just playing as... When you just have Yuna...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't walk up to this thing and realize I could interact with it. And I think that's the only thing we haven't.
And that was that gate that you needed to open?
Yeah. There's still nothing there! Jesus Christ! I was like, sweet, now it's gonna be good. But now I think that we did that, now probably the other thing is active, and it's like, do I care?
Yeah, like you've been doing this for
I've just been walking in circles around this place for for a half hour. It's annoying because it's one of those things where you're like, oh, do I have invested a half hour for literally no reason? I could have just walked through the door 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Or now that I've invested a half hour,
You have to finish it?
do I see it through? Because now I feel like we're so close to seeing it through.
Well, I feel like you've already chosen the ladder.
That's that whatever. Well, no, I was like, okay, if the I said screw it, I gave up because clearly there's nothing left to do.
Huh.
And then David was like,
David, Mr. Brightside over here.
Yeah, my guy's gonna try. Yeah, and then David was like, "Oh, if you activate the glyph," and I was like, "Oh, sweet, yeah, I did not activate that glyph. I didn't know that was a thing you could do."
Did you go up and try to interact with it?
Try and interact with what?
The glyph? Like when you
Yes,
first saw it?
No, I didn't. I was just like, oh, that's just like rubble, you know. I didn't even think like that's a thing that you can touch.
A big glowy thing on the wall that looks very different from the rest of it.
It was laying in the rubble, man. How did I know? It didn't even look accessible. Like it looked up on the.
That's one thing about this game that drives me crazy is like there's no pop-up, there's no like dialogue pop-up. If there's something you can interact with in the world.
Yeah, or like a question mark or
there's like no UI
weird.
notification.
Yeah, it's just like press X and see if something happened.
At least you can navigate this better.
Yeah, I need like a max repel, just something that
you
gives
honestly
me
need Titus.
Yeah.
I don't know. This game doesn't seem handholdy to me at all because it doesn't seem intuitive.
I mean, it depends like how much you've done RPG stuff in the past.
Yeah, like JRPGs are not a genre that I play, so there's also that.
Yeah, like literally the first time I played this game, I was like, the first time I played this game,
the first 3 hours of tutorials.
I didn't understand what the sphere grid was. Didn't even realize it was a leveling system. I was just like, oh, what is this weird little side thing? And so I kept playing, and then I eventually got to a point where like my guys were so weak I couldn't get through anything, and I was like, I hate this game, and I quit. And I was a kid because like I never like experienced like anything like that as like a leveling system.
Wasn't that the point? Wasn't? Oh, never mind.
So I was like, but yeah, no, I mean, that's what everyone bitches at like Final Fantasy games about, like, oh, it's super. I'm like, dude, that's what I want from an RPG. Like, I know it sounds like lame to say, but I'm like, I prefer a more linear RPG because, like, to me, like RPGs are like storytelling games, and it's like when they're like, oh, when they're open, I'm kind of like, okay, well, that's cool and all, but like, you're not really doing anything meaningful in those like non-open games. It's just like, okay, you can go wherever you want, but like there's only one correct way to go, and everything else is kind of just like side nonsense. And like, I hate side quests in RPGs.
See, I love them. They're like my favorite thing.
Yeah, because I'm just like, this isn't the story. I'm like, I don't want to go in Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, I don't want to go raise chocobos at a farm.
That's a good point. Like, this is optional. Like, this isn't something that's required.
Now this is active. So once I step on this, now this pad is going to have moved, or will move. And now it's there. And now I can step on it and teleport into there. Cool! Cool, cool. So yeah, I had to go do that glyph thing first, then go get that and step on it. That's what I get for not following the guide like to the letter, because I think if I had followed the guide to the letter, it would have all made sense, because the reason he didn't explain it a lot is because there's literally a cutscene that's like, look, here's where it went, you know?
Yeah.
So if you did everything according to the way he told you to do it, he didn't need to explain it because you would have seen it on screen. Meanwhile, me, I was just walking around here like, yeah, I'm just going to pick up the items, didn't follow the instructions, never activated the glyph, so that when I did get there and then was reading the part about how to do it, he assumed that I'd follow the earlier part of the tutorial.
Right.
See, Dan, it was me. Dan never leads you wrong.
Dan?
Yeah.
Dan, whatever his
Berlioz?
name is? Yeah.
Dan always tells you the truth. He always knows what's up, man.
Dan Berlioz.
It was user error. It did say touch the glyph, but I didn't read the whole earlier part. I was just looking at the map and like walking around and picking up all the items.
Yeah.
And then I skipped to the part where it tells you how to get to the last 3 items. And the problem with that is because I skipped the earlier part of the guide, it didn't. I was like, I don't need a guide to tell me how to walk around and pick up items. Meanwhile, apparently I do.
Yes, you do. If you're playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, dude, and that's why I like exclusively enjoy playing certain games with guides, because I'm like, yeah, like I could wander around here for like 10 hours and never have known that like I could touch that thing on the wall.
Yeah.
So I think it goes.
Meanwhile, like, I saw it and I was like, oh. And I was like, he's probably interacted with that already.
It doesn't do anything. What the shit?
It doesn't?
No.
When you step on it? Oh my god, just leave. Just leave, please.
But we've gotten so far.
No! I don't know. No.
Otherwise, all this time was for nothing.
I am so bored.
You can leave.
Yeah, can I? Can I go get a Slurpee? Do you want something from 7-Eleven? Like, I am...
Yeah, it says...
What? What does it say?
Yeah, it says, when you step on it, the teleport pad outside is moved to a new location to the west. We just saw that. And then it says, go back towards the save sphere where you located Auron and head west again. When you reach the chamber where the gate bars your path, stand by the teleport pad. When the arrow points towards the room, step on the pad to teleport inside. But, like,
it is inactive.
It's inactive and not lighting up at all.
What the actual fuck? Did you break something because you did stuff out of order?
I think I might have broken something. Like, I don't know.
Can you just...
Because the guide word for word just says, like, follow the corridor north, and then it says find Kimahri first. Then it says move left to get the chest of the Mega Potion. Continue north, and it'll wind up, you'll find Auron. Then it says use the save sphere, go to the T. It says you'll see the locked gate where we are now. You won't be able to do anything left. We'll return later. It says head south. Go into that little side spot, find Lulu and the magic sphere. Then it says continue south until you reach the dead end, collect the elixir, and activate the glyph in the rubble. Then it says head to where you started. And then it says to get the treasure chest in the locked room. Then it says move to where you get the black magic sphere, step on it, this moves. Then it says once it moves, return up here. It'll light up and point towards... Because you can see the pad inside there that's supposed to take me to. Alright, fuck it.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
It's not like... It says it should be lit up. Like, I've done everything at this point. I hate this. Yeah, I don't know what to do there, because literally the guide, like, I've done everything the guide says now. The thing I did before. Like, I did everything. The only thing I hadn't done before was activated that. Then I had to go back, step on it, it moved. And now it just says it should be lit up. Oh, this is the firework. God damn it.
Well, killed it anyways.
I don't think I'll be able to come back either. Like, I was thinking, like, oh, I'll go in the next room and then see if it'll, like, just reset it or something. Because I feel like something's broken now. We've definitely done everything. Oh, I forgot to do the...
What?
Sphere grid.
Oh. What you working on? Can you talk about it? Or no? David said he feels slightly responsible for pointing out the glyph thing.
Well, it's funny because I went back and was reading it, and like almost right around when you pointed out the glyph thing, I went back and read the earlier part of the guide that says collect the elixir and activate the glyph in the rubble.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just one of those things where this game is like, when it comes to finding like hidden items and stuff like that, like they really make you work for it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see the cutscene that happens after this.
It's not. It's a boss fight, so I have to read what to do.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, so I'm reading what to do in the boss fight.
That's super cool that you're working on a comic book, though, David. Has that been, like, something... Have you always wanted to work on comic books? Like, is that something you've been wanting to do? Or did you kind of just fall into it because of all of the comic book characters you've been drawing recently? Nice. Being offered a lot of money is great. Super Neighbors. Yeah, I always wanted to see how that, like, ended. Or, like, you know, kind of came to be. Would have been interesting to see more of that stuff. Interesting. I mean, you can still do something with Super Neighbors, right? Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome.
What is Super Neighbors?
Super Neighbors is a comic that David's been drawing on his Instagram. But it's like a... It's just like a comic about neighbors with superpowers.
Nice.
It's just a weird dumb comic. That's a very David description of something.
Way to downplay it.
Weird and dumb are like the two words that I feel like David uses to... But I guess people like it. That's... Yeah, you get DMs about it all the time, so I guess people like it. That's so funny. Are you committed to finishing this?
No, just keep talking amongst yourselves. I'm not doing anything.
Oh my god. Cole wants me to be distracted so that I
know.
So that he can just
it's
do this in
peace. It's making me so mad, but like at the same time, I'm like, I can't.
I know, you can't let it go. You've already invested too much time into it.
It's just like, otherwise I could have just walked through here like 40 minutes ago and been done with this.
Woo! You left people hanging on the prom dance? Nice. I feel like that's, yeah. Like, I've noticed this, like, weird, like, this weird thing, in, like, your following getting super large, in that, like, for me, it's just a friend posting his art on Instagram, you know? Like, it's not like it's
Okay, now will this do it?
a stranger.
Yes, I figured it out.
Did you do it?
Yes. So
Wow,
only
good work.
because I realized because that one wasn't sending me anywhere because there was nowhere for me to send me. And
Did
so,
you have to activate the other one on the other
so
side?
what? So I was like, oh, that one that before I was like, let me go back to the only one that was active, and then I step on it, and once it teleported me to this one, then it was like, okay, now that one's now the active one. Yeah. So it basically, it goes around. Like, only one is an active teleporter at a time.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. There it is. Okay, cool. Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
good.
so satisfied now.
I'm happy for you. Well, yeah. I'm happy that you have, like, a lot of people who are super jazzed about your work, man. Like, good for you.
I'm one of them. I am super jazzed.
I mean, like, I've always really liked your stuff. It's cool to see that other people are like, yeah! David! And they, like, leave those, like, comments on your Instagram.
Cute girls
that
are
like,
always just the weight of my heart, and
I know.
David draws a lot of cute girls.
I know. And that's why when, like, I think it's funny that you responded to me asking for a Zero Suit Samus, you're like, again? And I'm like, well, duh! She was so good. I'm gonna print her out.
My vote
and put her
was
on
for
my...
some sweet Raven Starfire smut, but
Yeah.
that's always my vote.
I know. But I'm pretty sure I'm only allowed to get one. I'm only allowed one character.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't get two people.
Even if they're in sexual union, they are as one?
No, doesn't count.
Yeah.
Still two bodies. Still more work to do.
Good point. Just, ever since I was a young lad.
When I was a young boy.
Watching Saturday morning cartoons.
God, we're so weird. What's one of these weird things? It's called a maze larva.
Yeah, it basically got to counterattack, and it attacked itself.
David, I am not surprised about that. Because people are like...
Oh, yeah.
People are so weird about that.
I could rant about... I mean, I pretty much, like...
He has ranted to me
I follow,
times.
I follow a lot of artists on, like, Twitter, mainly. And it's just, like... I watch a lot of artists just get, like, blasted on Twitter all the time for, like, everything. And, like, so, like, almost, like, every artist, like, Twitter bio says, like, all characters I draw are 18+. And then they all state, like, they draw, like, My Hero Academia characters. And, like, this is an older version of whatever character. Because they just have to, like, protect themselves from people who, like, can't separate drawings from real people. Drives me up a wall, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, it's lines on a paper. Sometimes not even on a paper. A lot of times it's
not
just,
even on a real piece of paper.
A lot of times it's just pixels on a screen, man.
Yeah.
Gotta...
Yep. Yes, you do. You just gotta protect yourself. Because...
people out there gonna try and cancel you with
cancel culture is really
with their
popular
pitchforks, and I'm like, I'm like, those are the same people who, like, burn books and do other stupid stuff.
Yeah. That's a good point, David. Or, like, people just draw OCs and they don't draw any, like, fan art or anything.
Yeah, right.
Or, like, there's any possible age attached to anything.
Yeah, so if here's like there's like, I like when people make memes about it where it's just like, if you draw a female character and her boobs are too small, you're gonna get in trouble. But if they're too big, also trouble.
Yeah.
Only one size of boob is okay.
I know.
Like, dude.
And that's a good point. Like, anime is super, like, cheeky and, like, perverse in some ways. And, like, all these weird situations where, like... Yeah, and it's just, like, you just draw them a little scantily clad and all of a sudden everybody's angry. But, I mean... I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to have a good time, so So I'm saying, for my commission, David, if you're cool with not putting it on your Instagram, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be angry.
Oh, anime, yeah. Anime is its own thing. But, like, Japan, like, there's so much, like, sexual humor in Japan,
Yeah.
I feel like. And it's just, like, very, like, lighthearted in a weird way.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into, like, doing a little bit more stuff recently. Like, with, I don't know, like, posting the very mild photo of, like,
Lady Yuna.
my...
So it is you.
Oh, it is boss time.
Why are you here?
I will hold my...
We rode the
More
airship to the
monsters.
Calmlands, then came to Bevel. Maester Kinnock summoned us then, ordered us to deal with the traitors.
You will fight us?
The Temple's orders are law. Even if you are Lord Braska's flesh and blood. You're a traitor.
His guardians, I don't see them.
Maroda and Passe are not here. I will do this unhappy deed myself.
Bro, I'm jack you up,
Forgive
man.
me, Lady Yuna.
Also, you have to, like, fight her one-on-one. So he's gonna summon his Ifrit first. And then, what does it say? It says summon Bahamut, use Impulse.
Your aeons against mine.
Okay. You can't use the same Aeon at the same time.
No, it never lets you do that in, like, Aeon battles. It's like whenever we fight, like, Belgamine, like, and you do your little, like, Aeon challenges.
Belgamine.
That would've been great, like, if you just asked for, like, a really obscure commission, just like, I want a sexy Belgamine drawing.
Right?
Now, you don't know what this character is, but I feel like I've seen David draw, like, every Final Fantasy lady, but I've never seen you draw Lady Yunalesca. That'd be an interesting one. But you don't even know who that is yet.
I
So
don't.
It's like,
No, I do not. Oh, yet? Is it in this game?
yeah, you'll meet
Oh.
Lady Yunalesca in this game.
And that's good for you, David. I'm glad that, like, you're drawing for fun, and that's what it is. Because I feel like that's really what it should be. Because you're just drawing to, like, draw stuff. And it's not about, like, making... I don't know. Oh, that's so funny.
You have drawn it, of course. Dude, like, how cool is this, man? It's got this little spinny back thing. It's got this cool, like, rainbowy wings. Big black dragon with rainbow wings. Charging his laser.
Whoa. This looks too epic. Yeah, like this should...
Well, yeah, that's what it said. It's just basically, it's like, yeah, make him get his overdrive and then hit you back and then hit him with your overdrive and you'll beat him. And it says, now he'll summon Vilfor. Now it says summon either Shiva or Ixion, whichever is closer to hitting overdrive. I mean, but also, like...
It's not over yet.
I mean, also, I don't see any reason to... Oh, because you have to summon another Aeon.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like, it doesn't let you keep
It doesn't
your
let you, like,
Aeon.
keep going.
Woo!
Since I never use my... And it's like, oh, whichever one's closer to its overdrive, and I'm like, none of them, since I never use any of them. So...
Sorry for my yawns. I know that they didn't sound like yawns. But...
I think that's, like, all the summoning animations are, like, interesting. You can, I think, go in settings and, like, turn them off.
Oh, really? If you just don't want to spend the time watching the summoning animation. Ixion's not very close to his...
I mean, but he's literally the only one that had any.
Oh.
Because it basically... Oh, I don't want to use all because I want to keep some in order to heal. But that actually does good damage by itself. Its regular attack does like a lot of damage by itself.
Mm-hmm. There you are.
Yes.
Overdrive.
Now I guess I just have to like hope that my overdrive kills it. Because if it doesn't, I'll lose on the crackback there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because the guide was like basically just like pick either Shiva or Ixion because they can like heal themselves by casting their black magic on themselves.
Mm.
So it was like just basically like wait, like kind of like attack, go for your overdrive, and then. So now he's summoning his own Bahamut. Now it says Shiva. So now it says summon his own Bahamut, summon an Aeon that can heal itself again. It's like the same thing, either Shiva or Ixion. And then it says after using a special attack,
I cannot let you pass.
Spoth, like his Aeon begins a countdown. When the countdown reaches 0, use shield to reduce the damage.
What?
I'll try Shiva first. It said basically it'll like count down to Bahamut using its overdrive. And then like use your shield command when that happens.
Interesting. Okay.
It's not bad damage, just attacking. So it doesn't really... Oh, it says when it reaches 0, use shield? Okay.
Nice.
I just want to make sure this doesn't, like, accidentally screw me and he's like, ah, now he hit his overdrive, like... So it says basically like next turn it should hit 0.
Mm-hmm.
What? It said when it uses countdown 0. Didn't say 1. I got it just too late. Dave says you should shield now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking damn it. Like, I was like, I feel like I should do it on 1, but the guide specifically says 0. I'm gonna die to that.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
I know, man.
Well. Bummer.
Yeah, it's like, also I have... yeah. I'll just bring Ixion back in. Yeah. That was dumb. Why does the guy say when it reaches 1, then you shield? Because it doesn't go to 0. I thought it was going to go like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then he'd use it.
Well, that's what the guide made it sound like.
Yeah, because it says when the countdown reaches 0, you shield to reduce the damage from Mega Flare.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna get 2 after this? What's my health?
Can Ixion, like...
I don't know what my max health is.
Can he heal himself, or...?
Yeah, if I cast Thunder on myself, it'll heal myself. Oh, he's getting low. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay,
Now shield.
now you would want to shield.
Yeah. Oh, look at me learning. I'm learning.
Great work.
Learning the things.
So proud of you.
Nailed it.
I feel like you're like,
Look at that, I only took 5
I'm not gonna
from
listen to the guidebook. I could just kind of walk around and figure it out myself. And then you're like, shit, I should have listened to
That
the guidebook.
cost me like an hour.
And then
of
like, and then like you, like are listening to the guidebook to a T.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, you should have used common sense instead. And then it's
I
like,
know,
right?
Right. There we go, that finished him off. Yeah, I mean, I would have been fine with Shiva if I would have done that.
Yeah.
And, like, I like Ixion. Ixion's kind of cool, but, like, in other Final Fantasy games, the Lightning Summon is Rama, which is, like, this, like, lightning wizard. And I fucking loved Rama in Tactics.
Oh, yeah.
I loved the Rama
You just
summon.
love Tactics in general.
Stay away.
Tactics is an awesome game.
Yuna, let's go.
There's
Nah.
a way to the surface up ahead.
Kamari, give him the coup de grace. Spear, shot through the heart.
Shot through the heart!
Are we doing Twitch things now?
No.
Your pilgrimage.
You should,
is
man. You should do a
over.
Twitch thing stream.
No.
Hell yeah, dog. Sometimes,
not
David,
very
like
mu-
when
I'm
we're
not very
like,
much
if
on
we're in SoCal or something like that, we actually need to do like a stream together, like with all of us. That'd be fun. 3 of us Twitch streams, sing stream. See, we'll start out playing video games, and then
We'll each stream us
And
playing Twitch Sings.
play this section of the game again.
Oh my god.
Dude, I would be super down to like,
Oh yeah, and Titus is just off here in the water by himself.
yeah.
I forget.
We can stop it here. We've been streaming for 2 hours. Oh, this is a shop. That's funny. This is just a chest, and I was like, oh, it's a chest. No, it's a store.
Very ahead of its time. Very much like the Amazon Go shops.
Right? It's like, just take what you want and put your money in
Yeah,
here.
and then we'll trust ya.
Well, it's super fast, but then aren't there, like, bosses immediately after this? Because it's like, the next page
Also,
of the...
I'm hungry.
The next page of the guide is just like, hey, the Evray Part 2 fight, and then Seymour. And use 2 Phoenix Downs on it. Alright, we can finish it off with like another triumphant. Who do we have? Oh yeah, it's just the other 3 of us. Like, you guys are just together. You don't need to do anything. Alright, I'll do a little more. I know Jamie's getting hungry. Hungry, Jamie.
I'm hungry. I want dumplings and gushers and Slurpees. Do some push-ups. That's like such a Sims solution. Like, I've been playing The Sims 4 recently because I've been watching a lot of like Sims 4
Heck yeah, I got a dragon
stuff
scale. That
on
seems cool.
YouTube. And like and it's so funny because like your Sims can be like so tired, and then you like drink a cup of coffee and it's like they're energized all of a sudden, and then you can like do push-ups and like sit-ups and like all kinds of stuff, like go for a jog, and then you come back from that and your coffee is worn off and your Sim is like, I'm gonna pass out on the floor right here. It's like so buggy. Does the guide say you can use Phoenix Downs in this fight?
Let's see. It says you can use trigger commands to strike the locks on the gates behind the characters during each turn. This gives you 2 ways to fight the zombified version of Evray. You can strike the locks and run from Evray. Each time you open a gate, it provides an additional turn in which to use a soft on a petrified character. Continue doing this through the channels until the party captures Evray in the final section. In an enclosed area, the boss sustains more damage than in the previous area. By trapping Evray in the underwater chamber, however, you'll miss out on some valuable items in the submerged tunnels. Another way to defeat Evray is to use Phoenix Downs on the boss. Since it is afflicted with zombie status, 2 or 3 Phoenix Downs will kill the boss. Yeah, it says you can use Phoenix Downs.
It said, okay, bad guide, because you didn't get to the Phoenix Downs part until the end.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you can do it this way, or...
What are Phoenix Downs? I don't understand.
They're what you use to revive a character. They're like the item you use to revive.
Oh. So when it has like a zombie like state, it's
yeah, zombified enemies
sensitive?
can be hurt by healing. Essentially.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I mean that's always the case in like Final Fantasy games. Like yeah, zombie enemies. Like so, if you like have cure, you know, suddenly you can cast cure or use a potion on a zombie, and it'll just wreck it. And it does like a lot of damage. They're super weak to it. So this is Evray, like literally that dragon we fought just a little while ago on the airship, but now it's down here underwater, like coalesced into a zombie version of itself. So you can see, like on scan, it said it had zombie, and it's like, yeah, it did 8,000 damage getting hit with. Huh?
Oh wow.
Success!
You were not kidding. It's 2 Phoenix Downs.
2 Phoenix Downs. Stick it out. So yeah, I think you have some time before the Seymour fight. It's just like literally there's a bridge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Waka didn't get any experience from that fight because it didn't come to his turn yet.
Oh, that's That sucks.
Since I had another turn, I should have just like healed with Titus.
Mm-hmm. And let Walka.
Yeah. How do I go down? I forget. Because there's a chest on the ground there. How do I... There it is.
That was funny.
No.
No?
Go. Titus, go down. You bitch. There we go.
That was really funny.
Yeah, because that's why it said, like, if you open the locks and go past, it says it's easier to defeat him there, but then it said that you'll miss items because there's a bunch of items in the tunnel here. And then it's like, or you can use Phoenix Downs and just destroy him. It's like, why wouldn't you just tell me that from the beginning? Like, hey, you can cheese this boss super easily. I hate underwater like warping effects in video games.
Yeah, I love that
it
it
makes me want to hurl.
I know, and I love that it's silent in here too. Really like
No more
makes
calming
me feeling bomb.
via Purifico noises. I know you can hear slight water sounds.
I know, but I don't like those.
Little slurp slurp noises.
No, don't call them slurp slurp noises. What's wrong with you?
Uni! You're all right?
Look at that,
we were
we're
so
reunited.
worried. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, that would make sense. Pretty sure Keenock's dead now. Doesn't Keenock look weird? Like... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like...
Keenock.
Yeah, right?
Why you?
Like, she's like, yeah,
I've saved
I just
him.
ran around forever.
He was a man who craved power. And great power he had, but he feared losing it. Trembling at unseen enemies, he spent his days scheming petty schemes. Chased
Scheming
by his
petty
fears, never knowing rest. You see, now he has no worries. He has been granted sleep eternal. Death is a sweet slumber. All the pain of life is gently swept away. Ah, yes. So you see, if all life were to end in Spira, all suffering would end. Don't you see? Do you not agree? That, Yuna, is why I need you. Come, Lady Yuna. Come with me to Zanarkand, the lost city of the dead.
Ooh.
With death on our side, we will save Spira. And for this, I will take from you your strength, Yuna, your life, and become the next Sin. I will destroy Spira. I will save it.
You're totally nuts.
Nuts!
Nuts, man!
Yeah, remember how he's dead?
Unpleasant. Very well. I will give you your death. You seem to want it so.
Yeah, this will be a good place to stop too before the Seymour boss fight.
What? What?
Dude, Seymour has a shit ton of forms, man. This is Seymour Natus, Mortabody.
Run! Protect Yuna!
Go!
No way! I'm fighting!
I said go!
I mean, like, we will fight him, but in a minute.
So you run to him?
I know,
you run
past him.
I won't leave Kamari behind.
He's a guardian. Protecting you is everything.
Orin!
That's right. We're all guardians. Yeah, you know what that means?
I mean, Kamari is like the least interesting character. So
Get the
I mean,
fuck out of here. Do not say anything bad about me.
I know you like your cute furry boy, but
Do not.
he doesn't say anything.
It doesn't matter! His actions.
Hey, wait for me!
Yeah, but this is
He's
like
the only one sticking around defending Yuna here.
the guide specifically mentions like, hey, it's a good time to level up like on this bridge, so it's like
They're like, cool, none
We
of
can
us are gonna
save
stay
it,
behind
man, then.
and save Kamari. Everyone's gonna fucking leave him.
yeah.
Wow. So rude.
Oh, look at hey Waka, what are you doing here?
You're quite popular these days.
Also,
Like literally, there's
why is
Seymour
his-
at the end of the
why is his name Oaka? And they have another character
named Waka.
named Waka.
Yeah, and this is Oaka. Oaka.
Oaka.
What did he even say? Oh, it was a shopping thing.
Yeah, he says you're quite popular, aren't you?
Gotta replenish the 2 Phoenix Downs that, come on, more Phoenix Downs, they have a shit ton of money. It's going pretty good with Final Fantasy X. We're actually, like, just wrapping up this stream, before the boss fight, because we've been on for a couple hours.
And I'm hungry.
Yeah, we're definitely prepping for this battle. That's why, like, in between this stream and the next time we stream, I was like, there's gonna be some grinding right here.
I'm grabbing some eye drops and some soft. The
Heck
freaking
yeah.
item names are so weird
Soft.
here.
Yep, it's a soft. It gets rid of hard. It does though, right? Like it's petrification, so what does it do? It gets rid of soft.
Gets rid of hard. That's what you meant to say.
Yeah, and he has this like weird, I don't know,
Traitor.
insect thing with it.
Man.
It's exactly what the guide says. The guide's like, hey, level up here. And it was like, ideally to the point where Yuna can learn Reflect.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am on her sphere grid right now. See, she has 2 more level ups, but when does Reflect come? There, probably. Yeah, that's not bad. That's just a couple levels. Like, how many more levels is that even? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more levels, yeah. Only 6 levels away, get that in no time. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I think that'll probably just be in between now and like next time we stream. I'll just grind and get to the point where Yuna can learn Reflect. Oh, what was I doing?
Heck yeah. We did it! We finally made it
Alright,
back!
can you believe it? We're back.
6 months later.
Yeah, of me wandering around the stupid Via Purifico not
my
being
God,
able to
I
figure
know.
out how to open that switch. That was so dumb. I'm like, it really wasn't worth it. I could have just walked through there and been like, sweet, alright, we're done. Did it. Oh, and Riku finally learned Mug. Mug is great because Mug is like steel, but it also does damage.
But that makes sense
Right?
based on the context.
Alright, sick. Yep, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here, and then I'm gonna grind, and then next time we'll just go straight into the Seymour fight, and then things will really get rolling from there. Then we get to go to the Calm Lands and do some Chocobo racing. I can't wait for Chocobo Racing. It's the best part of the whole game. Everyone's favorite part. No one will deny Chocobo Racing. Best part. Alright, see you guys later.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Bye!